about that, huh? One hell of a damn draft by the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, I would say one hell of a first round and second round, and third. We still got tomorrow to go, and I think we have three fourth round picks right now, and a fifth and a sixth, and yada yada yada. This draft started out. This might be, honestly, one of my favorite Eagles drafts of all times, depending on how these guys end up playing in the league, if they pan out, how I think they will pan out. But the reason I say it's probably my favorite draft of all time by the Eagles is because they actually took players that I projected them to take, but I actually wanted them to take. It wasn't like, the year when they took Nelson Aguilar, and I liked Nelson Aguilar, and I projected it. I could probably find the video in here from years ago, or other players I projected, and I was like, yeah, I liked them, but I'd rather have this guy. No, you had a chance in the first round because of this league, of what's going on with some people are saying supposedly next year's draft, it's a weak quarterback class. And I understand this year was loaded with quarterbacks. You had of course, the Caleb Williams and the, Drake May and Jalen Daniels. And, then you got the other guys that were Michael Penix and whoever, and the Bo Nix and those kind of guys, and J.J. McCarthy. But you got the Penix who went so high at number 8 to the Falcons. No one's seen that coming. Nobody mocked that. The Falcons just signed Kirk Cousins to $100 million, guaranteed money, 4 years. No one's seen him going quarterback with the 8th pick. 8th? And Penix wasn't even drafted. I don't think it was even in some mocks, or some people didn't think he would even go that high. I thought once the draft finally took place, the bell rung, because all the mocks ain't always correct. I thought Penix would go in the late first round, like someone would maybe trade up a little in the 20s and take him, or he would honestly go to the second round. Same thing with Bo Nix. Now, I don't think Penix deserves to go in the second round, but I'm just saying to you, the way things shake out when the draft actually takes place. They hype guys up to go here, and it's nowhere in between. Well, 6 quarterbacks went in the first 12 picks of this draft. 6 quarterbacks. And guys like, honestly, no disrespect, but a guy like Bo Nix, or J.J. McCarthy, who was hyped up because people met him and they like him, he won the national title. But a guy like Bo Nix, for example, I'm not going to trash J.J. McCarthy. I'm not trying to trash anyone, but a guy like Bo Nix, or even a Penix, in any other draft, would have went in the second round. Look, the way they hyped these quarterbacks up, the way they did, not all of them, I'm not saying they're trash nothing. I think back to, we took Jalen Hurts in the second round with the 52nd pick. Say Jalen Hurts was fresh out of college in this draft. How high would he went? If a Bo Nix is going in all these different, you know what I mean? So it helped us, so it benefited us. Anyone who needed defense, it benefited us. 6 quarterbacks go in the first 12 picks, and the first 15 picks of the draft were all offense. Offensive linemen, quarterbacks, receivers, and a tight end, Brock Bowers, who I actually wanted too. I liked him a lot. But I knew you would definitely have to trade up for him. But let's look at it. They said the Eagles would have to trade up if they wanted to get a top corner, and there was talks all week of the Eagles trading up for Quinyon Mitchell or what the hell? Sorry. Or Darnold. Thought we were going to trade up all this, all that. All this stuff was going to happen. And what are the odds? We didn't have to move a pick. We didn't have to do anything. We stayed pat at 22. And we were able to pick our poison between which corner we wanted. It was, hey, who do you want? And we took the best corner in the draft, Quinyon Mitchell's. We took the best corner there was out there. Literally the best corner in the draft at 22. He could have easily went to the Falcons at number 8. He could have easily went anywhere. He could have easily went to any of those teams. He was definitely a top 12 prospect. But because of that run on offense, 15 straight picks of offense, he fell to 22. And we were lucky enough he fell to 22 because right after he could have started to, another team could have took him, or we had to trade up. But no, he just fell there, and so did all the other corners. And it's so funny, Kool-Aid or Cooper Dejean, who we just took, actually was mocked to us at 22. That's how crazy this is. We had no chance these guys unless we wanted to trade up. That was the talks. It worked out so much in our favor and other teams' favor of talent falling that guys like him or certain other linebackers that was mocked to us, they actually fell in the second round as well. So we get him. fantastic. I love the pick. I'm thrilled with it. I want to see how he plays. He's going to be awesome. It's just insane to me. You didn't have to move anything, and you were able to get your crack at what corner you wanted, and that's who they chose. Who I prefer anyway, but still, I'll take either one, but I prefer him. Now, one of my favorite players in this whole draft was Cooper Dejean. He was one I was saying in the first round to get because I didn't think he would be there. I didn't think he would. I didn't think he'd be in the second round, but it's because of that run on those offensive players. So, Cooper Dejean. We get now to the second day. Today's the second round, and I'm at work watching it. And I'm going, man, we're gonna miss out. We're picking in the 50s. Someone's gonna get this kid. I just have a feeling. I don't know what's gonna happen. And boom, all of a sudden, I remember as I'm sitting there laughing and giggling, I'm talking bullshit. My boy, I had it up on the big screen. I said, what the hell? Eagles trade up to pick 40, and they do not screw it up. They take Cooper Dejean. This kid is a Swiss Army knife. This kid can do it all. He's so versatile. He can play in the slot. He can play outside. He can play at safety. Hell, he can even punt return. Anything you want him to do. And I feel at the next level in the NFL, he'll fit perfectly because he can be a starter day one just because of the fact that he can do anything. Just with the fact that he can play anywhere. He's not just, primarily just just an outside corner or just the inside. He can move around. He's so versatile, and I feel he's going to have a spot on this team as a starting role or being involved somehow instantly. And I can't wait. I really can't. And then in the third round, which some were surprised, I was too a little bit with what is it? Sorry, I messed up the first name. Jalen Hunt. Yeah, I really didn't look too much into him. I just saw what came across. I was hoping for other players, honestly, with that pick I was. But they went with him, and I said, okay. I wanted Jeremiah Trotter Jr. I was even saying take a pass on Peyton Wilson. I was saying, man, I know he has the injury history, but let's take a try on him. You know, this is kind of like last year or the year before when Nakobe Dean, it was like injuries, why'd he fall? So this, let's just try it with the third round pick. I would have tried Peyton Wilson here, but I know that a lot of people have fell in love with this guy who we took. They said Vic Fangio loves him. Now he's our new defensive coordinator, he's one of the best defensive coordinators there is out there, so I trust his judgment. They also say this is a guy that fits the mold, has all the tangibles, he has the size, everything you're looking for, and it might take him a little to get molded. Now he started at a safety. He was a safety, then he moved, I guess he started lifting weights over, then he moved to like edge rusher and whatnot. They're saying he's not like a day one guy, but 2-3 year guy. He'll be that man. But Vic Fangio's in love with him. And I guess they say, you know what? I guess other guys started looking at him. He had a really good Senior Bowl, and they probably said, let's just take him here. You know, let's not wait any longer because you can't get cute and wait any longer. If there's a player you like, if you're a general manager and your coach and you really like a guy, if it's not the first round, okay, or the second round, get to the third and the fourth, it's all right, we can take a little flyer on a guy here. Kind of like they did with Jalen Hurts. They took him in the second round, which was a little high, but still, it's okay. Look back on it, it was a great pick. But the first two picks, man, Mitchell's and Dejean, which I'm going to start calling him Dejean. That's his new name. Dejean in this motherfucker. I'm playing, I'm thrilled. Like, these are guys I wanted, and they got them. Like, and I can't wait to see how it transpires. We got more picks tomorrow. Who knows what's going to happen? Hell, last year, but we were all of a sudden like, we're picking, it's a fourth or fifth round. Boom. We traded for DeAndre Swift. So we don't know what's going to happen. I don't think we're trading for running back this year since we have Saquon Barkley now, but anything can happen. And you know how he rose, man. Anything can happen. Let's go, birds, focus, fly. I'm getting out of here. You guys comment on your thoughts on the draft. How do you feel so far? I love it. So far, I love it. We'll see how it all ends up and transpires. And as we move on to the next rounds tomorrow, go birds, fly, comment, like I said, subscribe, you know the whole deal. Go birds. Peace.